Hello, my name is Mike Spar. I'm the founder and CEO of Goomzee. We've been servicing real estate professionals since 2007 and MLSs since 2008. We have a couple products that we offer. One of them is a curbside lead capture tool that uses text messaging codes on sign writers, and another mobile MLS tool. We've recently retired our first generation mobile MLS that we worked with about 60,000 agents across 6 large MLSs, and now we have dozens of MLSs that are using our native mobile MLS apps on our new platform. So that's what we're going to demonstrate today. And the whole reason for us rebuilding this entire system from the ground up was we recognized that agents had tools provided by the MLS, but they weren't necessarily on par with what their clients had sitting in the passenger seat. And so oftentimes when the agents were trying to look things up over mobile devices, they couldn't find it as easily or as elegantly as their clients could with the free consumer apps. So we worked with our existing clients and new clients, and we've continued to enhance our product to meet or exceed the needs of agents out in the field. So the mobile MLS app is what we're going to look at today. And I'm going to show you several different ways that you can currently search listings in the mobile app. That's the primary purpose, is discovery. But we've also started to work with our MLS system partners like CoreLogic and Black Knight and Rapatoni and Flex MLS or FBS to enable more deep integration and deep linking into their systems as well. So to begin, I'll just show you that one simple way to search after you've authenticated and logged in is to view listings simply by moving around the map and possibly zooming in. But oftentimes you're looking for a specific area, so you can slide up a menu, and this menu is contextual. So in the search, these are search options, and you'll see later in the listing detail, there's listing detail options. So I'm going to pick the draw mode, and one of the nice features is you can draw one or more areas to narrow your search and tap apply, and now it's narrowed your search to those particular areas. You can tap on the individual listings and view a nice little preview, or if you like, you can view them in gallery mode, and as you scroll it'll automatically bring up new listings, and as you can see it's insanely fast. Or you can view them in list view, so it's a lot easier to read, larger font, etc. We'll go back to map view and we'll clear the results, cancel here, and I'll show you another way that you can search. If you tap on the menu icon at the top right, you have a variety of different options that should look familiar to any MLS user. You've got your search, your saved searches, your carts, your contacts, your listings, your account. We've also built in support so you can get help and then log out, of course. So one of the things you can do is you can do more advanced or criteria-based searches. So you can do some quick searches like listings near me, just listed, or open houses. For instance, if I want open houses, looks like I've got an open house right here. It's indicated by open. If I tap on it, it even shows me when it's open on Wednesday, December 4th. So I'm going to go back to search and go to criteria search. Now in the criteria search, we actually show the property types and statuses that are the same that you see in the MLS system. So it's very familiar, easy to use. So in this particular MLS, they've got their property types categorized via residential, rental, etc. And it looks like we're just looking at residentials, but if we wanted rentals too, we could put in rentals. We could put in vacant land or lease information. Once we click set, I perform a search. Now I've got all the listings that meet that criteria. If I want other statuses, so let's say I needed some pending listings and maybe even some solds that also meet that criteria, I go back to search. Now I've pulled up some pendings and some solds that meet that criteria. And as you can see, they're indicated differently with different colors. So you can see the green are the active listings, the orange are the pending, and the red are the solds. And so we not only show what IDX information that the consumer apps, but give the agent a much richer, deeper search experience with more data at their fingertips. And then lastly, you can also search via agent roster. So say I was looking up an agent and their name was Sally, and let's hope there's a Sally in this market. Okay, so Sally Huntmeyer, and I want to look at all the listings that she has. So I can see Sally's listings here. It looks like 3 listings. If I want to view them in a gallery, here are Sally's listings. So you can look up listings by office, by agent, or geographically, or via search criteria. And as you can see, it's very simple. And then one final way that you can view listings, I just tap the little crosshair. So anytime I'm searching or anywhere, I can just tap the little crosshair and it'll find the listings closest to me. So if you're moving around the area, you can see listings nearby. But one of the things I wanted to show, and this is a very common problem with MLS search that you'll probably recognize, is most MLS systems allow the agents to input the addresses freely. So sometimes they'll type Sagittarius Drive, or let me show it in list view, actually make it easier to demonstrate. So you look here, California Avenue. Sometimes they'll type AVE, or lane would be LN. So if you typed in LN when you searched and it didn't match LANE, then the results wouldn't show up. Well, we index the data ourselves within a search engine like Google, so it uses fuzzy matching. So I can type in here 1801 Sierra Sage LN instead of Lane. And if you see here, the first result it shows is the Sierra Sage Lane, even though I misspelled the suffix. So our search engine will actually help make it easier to find listings out in the field, even if you don't know exactly how it was spelled, whether it was CT for court, or whether it's LN or DR or North or N. So the search engine is very powerful, and you can search via address, zip code, or even multiple MLS numbers separated by commas. So that's the search functionality. And then you also have your saved searches. Looks like I don't have any saved searches for this demo account. And then you've got your carts, and of course you have your favorites, but then you can also create carts and assign them to clients. And you've got your contacts and your listings. And one of the neat features on your listings, let's see here, Goomzee Street. This MLS actually allows us to demonstrate editing of listings. So if you look here, when I'm viewing a listing detail, I've got several options. I can see the neighborhood information, I can see comps, payments, directions, etc. I can click on more and I can view tax information, or I can edit because this is my listing. So if I tap on edit, I can change the price or change the status, and it will actually update the MLS system itself. So you can update some limited information from Goomzee's mobile app in the MLS itself. And I'm going to go back to the search results and just say nearby, show them on a map again. And I'm going to tap into one of the listings and show you the listing detail. So as you can see here, there's 22 photos, and you can easily swipe through those photos and view beautiful photos very quickly of the property. If you rotate the device, let me move this in the center here, you can see a larger screen of the photos, and you can even zoom if you like. Or you rotate the device back, we have another feature where we drag down and you can see little previews, so you can quickly scan through and say, oh, I want to look at this bedroom, or I want to look at this bathroom. Okay, it does have his and her sinks. That was one of my buyer's criteria. Let's go look at this property. So we've made it really easy to get access to information in a very elegant and simple format. The other thing is we bring the agent to the forefront. So the contact options, you just tap on contact next to that agent record right at the top there, and you can call them, email them, share a listing, schedule a showing. We've even integrated with showing solutions like Showing Time. We've integrated with document transaction solutions like Instanet. We've integrated with Cloud CMA, etc. And in the property details, not only do we have the property information, but we have private remarks, and showing information and showing instructions, and even commission information. So much more than what the consumers have access to. It provides the agents with the information that they find important. And again, at the bottom, we also provide that way to contact the agent. And I'll go to another listing, and just to show you how fast the application is, and this is one of the major problems with most apps, is their performance is so slow. As fast as I can tap, I'm already at the end of my list. So as fast as I can tap, I'm viewing listings. So you're not sitting there for minutes on end waiting for listings to load, which is the common complaint with most of the solutions today. It's as fast or not faster than the major portals. And that's a huge deciding criteria. That's why a lot of MLSs choose to work with us, is because of the performance and also the features that matter that are included. Another thing that I mentioned was the additional information beyond just the MLS. So we have local neighborhood data. So we've got the walk score, the nearby schools, sports, entertainment, etc., neighborhood information. You can tap on the little pin, and then you can see your subject property and what venues are nearby, so you can get a feel for the neighborhood and give the client the opportunity to explore the neighborhood, see which schools are nearby, whether it meets their criteria, as you can see here. So another feature for agents only is comps. And we can optionally display the Zestimate, but it's very important for the agents to know what the consumers are seeing, and then they can coach their clients on, well, hey, here's the recent off markets for this area with a similar size property in the MLS. So these automated estimates are way off, or they're accurate, or etc. So we try to aggregate information not only from the MLS but also from third parties. And as you can see here, you can even log into Cloud CMA with one click as long as they have an account, or take them to the order page and they can sign up for Cloud CMA. So 3 popular ways to get information. We've aggregated them together. And then we also included a simple little payment calculator. You can change your criteria and then calculate estimated monthly payments without having to do back of the napkin math. And you can get turn-by-turn driving directions, or walking or bicycling directions, or even transit maps. And the tax information we pull from RPR. So it shows the legal description, which is great for writing up contracts, and even shows some owner-occupant information, etc. And if there's assessment history, you can click on the little chart icon, and you can see the assessor history for that listing. And this information comes via API call from RPR. As you know, it varies depending on the counties or depending on their aggregator. But it's at least one way to provide all the information at the agent's fingertips so they can answer their clients' questions. And if I want to save this listing, I can just save it to my cart or create a new cart. And then lastly, I want to show you how easy it is to share the app. Oh, this particular market does not have public access. So if you see here with this share app button, if we configure your market with public access, you can share the app. The agent can share the app with their clients and pick from their contact list, and we integrate the contacts from the MLS system itself. And so everybody that receives the app receives a unique invite code, and when they use the application, it essentially assigns that app to that particular agent that invited them. And so all the listings they view, the contact person is the agent themselves. So it operates kind of like an IDX solution for them. But if the listing is not listed by that agent, we also display the broker reciprocity information, courtesy of, and whatever the brokerage is. So we cover IDX rules, MLS rules, VAL, and agent only, all in one single solution. So hopefully that gives you a good understanding of the Goomzee Mobile MLS app. And we support iPhone, iPad, Android, and Android tablets. And we've been working with MLSs around the country on all these platforms for nearly 2 years.